and welcome back to my channel and to a new video. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. If you're new here, my name is Nicola. I make lifestyle videos and today I've got a Home Bargains haul for you. I literally popped into Home Bargains to buy, well, I say this at the beginning of every Home Bargains haul. I only popped in for this and I came out with loads. Well, actually, I was going to say it's not loads, but it is. There's quite a lot here. It's probably the biggest one I've done in a while. So, and there's a few Christmas bits in. Sorry, but Christmas is well here in terms of in the shops. It's everywhere. I haven't gone mad. I've just literally got a couple of bits, but I have seen people who have been full on purchasing. I actually wanted to get, or was looking for, like a 4 or 5, maybe a 5-foot slim Christmas tree. So until we moved into this, or before we moved into this house, we always had 2 Christmas trees. We had room for one in the kitchen and we had one in the lounge. And we've got, since we moved here, we used to have one in the playroom and one in the lounge. And I think we had one in the kitchen the first year we moved here, and then we moved it into the playroom. But now the playroom is the Lego workshop, and so we've only had 1 Christmas tree for the last few years, and Andrew always says, well, I like it when we have 2. And obviously in the kitchen we've had our floors done and we got rid of like the coffee station at the end of the kitchen, and I've not replaced it with anything, and I got a bit excited the other day because I thought we could potentially put a small Christmas tree in there. I don't think the one we've got in the attic, the spare one we've got, would fit. I think it is too big, but you know, one of those slimline ones would be great. So I did have a look today, and they did have a 6-foot one, but they didn't have a smaller, and I think 6 foot would be too tall. So I'm going to keep looking. Maybe Amazon will have one, well, I imagine they will, but I'm going to keep looking for one of those anyway. So I did look for some Christmas stuff, but generally I went in for a baking tray and some bread. I haven't got the bread in the haul. I did buy it, it's in the cupboard, and some other little bits and pieces that I needed, but yeah, so that isn't really what I was going in for, but you know, when in Home Bargains, buy Christmas stuff. Actually, there is lots of Christmas, but there is quite a lot of autumn, like all their autumn stuff pretty much is still in there, and I'm very much in autumn mode. I mean, pumpkins even got me Hello Pumpkin jumper on today. This is actually pyjamas. I got this in Next last year, and it was part of a pyjama set, but it is just a normal sweatshirt. There's no way you could really wear this comfortably in bed, I don't think. I've never worn it in bed. I've only ever worn it sort of in the evening as loungewear, really. But I saw it today and thought, actually, I might wear that. So I've got my pyjamas on. Anyway, let's stop yapping and get into the haul. So I think I've got my receipt here. Yeah, I have. So let's work through. In fact, let's get this one out of the way first because it's big and it's taking up a lot of room. So I bought a doormat for our back door. It's actually like in a taupey brown colour. It looks a bit grey on camera, but it's not, it's a brown. They did have grey ones, but I wanted a brown one. And this is for the back door from the kitchen into the garden, obviously indoors. I didn't really want a mat there because I don't know, I like the floor. Oh my God, this floor has been such a labour of love, and obviously still not entirely finished, but I love it so much since we got rid of the old one that I didn't want to cover it up with mats and things. However, we basically have towels on the floor by the back door now because the dogs are coming in and out and it's wet weather quite often, so although it's beautiful today. So I didn't really, it's stupid having towels looking crappy on the floor. I'd rather have a proper mat. So we got a mat. How much was said mat? Let me have a look at my doormat. Was £2.99 for this doormat, which is quite good. It's got rubber back and then just that on the front. They did have like the magic ones, but you know, where they're supposed to like take anything off your feet as you come in. I don't think they work. Right, let's get rid of some other big things, or some other boring things. I also bought a non-stick oven roaster. Now there's a bit of story behind this because I've also got some oven cleaning stuff in here. the reason I needed an oven roaster or an oven tray was because Andrew keeps using my oven trays to put on the bottom of the oven just to cover the dirt that's on the bottom of the oven rather than clean it. So they keep getting covered in like gunk and horrible and then just get chucked away. So I bought a new one, and I've also bought some oven cleaning stuff so that this weekend we can clean our oven. I say we, it's Andrew's job really, but I probably will end up doing it this weekend. But yeah, definitely needs doing. So anyway, I bought this new roaster for our roasties because the one I've got is a little bit too small. If there's 5 of us, with 4 of us it's okay, but for 5 of us it's a little bit too small. So this one was roaster, £2.49. They did have really nice enamel roaster, and I was very tempted because I've never had enamel before for roasting, but it was gorgeous, really nice white roaster with like the blue edges. It was £6.99, but it was a little bit small. It was smaller than this and I wanted a bigger one, so I didn't. It stayed in shop. Right, oh, I bought some bananas, slightly green because that's how I like them. And I don't know how much of bananas. Well, I don't often buy food actually in Home Bargains. I'd taken some parcels to Tesco and I was going to buy the bread and the bananas there, but I thought actually I might as well wait and just get them all in Home Bargains, which is what I did. And the bananas, just so you can compare, they were 89p. I reckon that's cheaper than Tesco and Aldi, to be honest, but I don't know, I'll have to look next time I'm in. Right, some other boring bits. I bought some Harpic Power Aroma 10 times clean and fresh for our toilets. This is the Tropical Breeze and Orange Blossom scent. I'm not sure it really smells that of anything, to be honest, but it kills bacteria and that's what we get it for. And that was £1.59. Oh, and here is the Oven Pride cleaning kit. This was £3.49, and that comes with like the bags that you put the trays in. To be honest, I don't often do that. I bought, I'd seen Mrs. Hinch do it years ago. She's got a great big blue tray from Lakeland, and I bought one of those, and you just put your racks in there with boiling water and a dishwasher tablet or some fairy and leave them to soak, and then everything just wipes straight off. So I tend to use that rather than the bags because I don't like using all the chemicals and stuff on everything if I can avoid it, because it just gets everywhere. It's really messy, but obviously just save it for the inside of the machine, or the oven if you like. So yeah, hopefully next week our oven will be sparkling clean again. More cleaning bits. I bought some frosted berries and bramble safflora. Shall we have a little smell when I see how much it was? It was £2.79. They also had the Cozy Morning, I think it's called. Oh, yes, that's very, very like. I know one year I bought, sorry, it's a little bit bright. One year I bought the cinnamon one at Christmas, and it just tasted a bit like a Chinese takeaway. Not tasted, smelled, sorry. It smelled a bit like a Chinese takeaway. So I wasn't a big fan of that, but that smells lovely. What else have I got? Saving the good things till the end. There we go. I got some Mr. Muscle Platinum Window and Glass Streak Free Shine. It was £1.79, and I use this obviously on the glass, mirrors, on all of our taps. It leaves them lovely and sparkling, and also on our towel rails as well. And I had run out, so that's what I got that for. There is something for the dogs, just down here on the floor. I got them these sizzlers, which they love, and we get through quite a lot of treats with 2 dogs, but Bungo is so food motivated, like so food motivated. He will only go on a walk because he knows he gets treats on the walk, and if you forget to feed him, like if there's for some reason, like we've waited till after a walk and then we've forgotten, and you know it's half an hour later or whatever, he'll be at your feet going, excuse me, I need to be fed. Whereas Buddy, our golden retriever, would go all day and not remind you. He'd be like, oh whatever, food. He loves the ball a bit more than he does food, and he is probably a little bit underweight, so we like to get some treats to give him extra. And what else? Oh, those sizzlers. Well, how much were they? 79p, so that's actually quite good. I think they're £1 in Tesco. What else do we have? I bought some of this because Phoebe likes this. She doesn't really like having a bath, but if she's feeling achy and not very well or a bit under the weather, she likes to have a bath with these Epsom salts, which are for relaxing tired and aching muscles, and also it's quite good after like dance festivals or competitions or whatever, to have a bath with these. So this was a 1 kilogram bag, and she asked for some the other day and we didn't have any, so I thought I'd stock up, and these were £1.49. Right, what else have we got in here? Right, I don't think a trip to Home Bargains is a trip to Home Bargains unless I come back with a to-do pad. I love these. I have them all the time. I've never had a blue one before, and actually even the writing inside is blue as well. And I get through loads of these. I bought one in Tesco last time, which was more expensive and didn't have anywhere near as many pages. I couldn't believe that I came to the last couple of pages today and I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought I'd buy a new one, and that was £1.49. Right, oh, these I thought were intriguing. So I think these are dupes for, is it Sunday that do these whipped shower gels? They're pretty much exactly the same, but they're called Sun Kissed, and they are shower whip, and there's a sweet vanilla shower foam, and this one is a limited edition gingerbread shower foam. So I love the sound of that. It's got little Christmassy gingerbread and candy canes and everything all over it. That actually would make quite a nice stocking filler if you've got somebody that would like that. But I thought I'd buy them just to try out, and they were £2.49. That seems quite a lot. Yeah, £2.50, £2.49 for those. So quite expensive for a shower gel, but we'll see what those are like. But yeah, quite nice for a stocking filler. I bought some VO5 gel spray. It is festival season starting again in half term, so what's that, 3 weeks away? So I will be getting through probably this entire bottle in that week. We've got a whole week of dance festival for Phoebe, and that will be a busy time, and then that'll be it, I think, until after Christmas. So we've got one festival in half term and then a break, and then back in, and then from January right the way through till the end of April, I think, is like bam, 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 4 festivals one after the other. So that will be a busy time, but yeah, this will keep us going until Christmas. It is the VO5 gel spray. I swear by this, so if you want, you know, hair being held in place, and this is the stuff. And it was £3.99. It's quite expensive stuff, but it lasts, and it's very good, especially if you're in a place where you can't use aerosols. So some festivals we go to, you're not allowed to use sprays because people have asthma or whatever, so they suggest that you use this instead. Right, something for me. I needed some night cream. Been struggling to get any in. I looked in Tesco, I looked in TK Maxx. I don't like paying full price for my day cream and night cream, but I either use L'Oreal or Olay, generally one of or the other. And yeah, I've not been able to get any, but this is the L'Oreal Revitalift Pro Retinol Anti-Wrinkle Night Cream, and it was £4.99, which is a bargain, because usually the stuff, even on offer in Boots, it's like £7.99, £8.99. So I got some of that. I was also looking for the L'Oreal Vitamin C Serum, which Andrew and I both use, and they didn't have any of that, unfortunately. So I'll have to go and get some of that in Boots, I think, at some point, because ours is just about run out. I'm already coming to the end. Don't worry, I've got loads left. Right, so I bought, as I always do, some protein bars, some the same and then some new ones. So if you've seen my Home Bargains hauls before, you will know that I love these. These are the Battle Bites, the caramel pretzel ones. You get them in a little bar of 2. I think on Weight Watchers they were, and I don't know whether they still are, but we're around 3 points per bar. They're full of protein, and they are low sugar. 20 grams of protein in a whole bar, I think. So that's pretty good. And they were $1.39 each. I got 2 of those, and then I got 2 of the same, the Diner bars, which are chocolate caramel flavour. 2 of those, which, as I say, are very delicious if you like protein bars. Not everyone loves protein bars, but maybe. And then I've got these, which I've not had before. And these are the USN Select high protein cookies in salted caramel. I do love a snack, like mid-morning, mid-afternoon. So these sorts of things are good to have as a little mid-morning snack. Protein-wise, does it actually say? It doesn't. Let me just check what the protein is per 60 gram. 0.7, that's not, sorry, my camera died. 15 grams of protein. I thought it said 0.66 grams of protein. I thought, how can you call that a protein cookie? 15 grams of protein in this one cookie. And these were 99p each for those. So I will enjoy trying those. And then before I go for the Christmassy stuff, I got some bronzing pearls because my bronzer has run out. It was pretty much run out, and then it broke. I went, where did I go? Don't know, went away somewhere, and it broke in my bag, and so I needed some new ones. And I quite like these because I found a lot of the bronzing powders were just a little bit too dark or too light. I think I mentioned in my last video I'd been borrowing Phoebe's one, which is from Kiko, and it's just, you feel like you've got to get loads of it on to make any of it show. So hopefully this will be better. It's the Sunkist Bronzing Glow Bronzing Pearls, and was £1.49 for those. Right, then before I get on to Christmas, there's one autumny thing. So I do have quite a few, well, I've got 2 sets of autumn hand towels. I've got a couple of Rae Dunn ones and then a couple of just pumpkin ones, which I like, but they're a little bit on the small side. All of them, they're quite small. And I saw these and I thought actually this would go really nicely in my downstairs loo, which is this, well, it's not, the downstairs loo is just black and white, and grey and white, but the kitchen, which is it's off of, is this sagey green. So I thought this would look quite nice, and it's just got little pumpkins on, and it's a better size. So this was $2.99. Let me take the label off. I should probably have bought a couple, but so I got one for upstairs, but upstairs is slightly different colorway. There's not green upstairs. So yeah, much better size. So it's like green with the sage green pumpkins that side, and then green with the cream on that side. And yeah, much better size. So yeah, it will hang nicer. I just find the others keep falling on the floor because once you put them through the ring, they, you know, if someone uses it, it just drops on the floor. So that will be perfect, and it's really nice actually. It's kind of well, it's woven. I think that's what it calls it, woven. Yeah. So yeah, that's a really nice one. I'm pleased with that. And then I bought another one, which isn't the same. This is just an ordinary towel material. But I got this one for Christmas, and this one was $3.99, and it's got gingerbread houses on. I was tempted. They also had a bath mat in the same design. I may have to get that. It was $5.99 though, and I thought I don't need it today. They also had a pumpkin bath mat, which I was very tempted to get, but again, don't really need it, so I thought no. And I don't need this either, but I loved it, so I got one hand towel. I do have quite a lot of Christmas hand towels, but again, they're all really small. They're more like flannels. They're ones that you get from HomeSense in a little packs, but they're really tiny. So I probably should have got another one of these for the upstairs toilet. I might have to get another one next time I go in if they still have them, but yeah, I liked that. Then I got just a couple more Christmassy bits. I got these pine cones and orange slices. These were $1.29 each. Little bags of pine cones and then little bags of orange slices. I think I've got some left over from last year, but I'm not 100% sure what I've got. So I thought I'll just pick these up because sometimes these do run out quite quickly. And I want to make my own wreath again this year. I have a feeling I need to get a new wreath wire, the round thing, because I have a feeling it might have got thrown away last year. I'm not sure where it is, so I need to buy a new one of those. But yeah, I've looked to see what I've got left, but I'm going to make my own wreath. And if you want to make your own wreath and you don't know how, I did a whole tutorial last year, so I will leave it linked below because I can thoroughly recommend it. It's not hard, it's super easy to do and really fun, and you find a real sense of achievement, and it's so much cheaper than buying a wreath, whether it be a fresh wreath or a shop bought one. And the shop bought ones, even though they're lovely, you cannot substitute for a real one. So yeah, that's what those are for. And then last but not least, oh no, it's got marks on. Well, hopefully those will come off. I bought a new Christmas mug. Look at this one, look at the inside. How nice is this? So they had, hang on, let me see how much this was. This was $2.99. So did I buy a new pumpkin mug this time? I haven't bought any autumn mugs or anything this time around. So I thought I'd treat myself to a Christmas one. I try and buy a new Christmas one every year. And I just thought this was lovely. And I like the fact that it's got the saying or the picture or whatever on this side and on this side, so it doesn't matter whether you're left-handed or right-handed. I can never understand why they only have it on the bit that's facing you when you're drinking. Nobody else can see it. So yeah, I really like that. They had also some plain white ones with like lots of like Christmas trees and candy canes and stuff embossed in white on them, which were lovely, quite classy, but at a glance just looked like a plain white mug. I suspect they're probably a dupe for an anthropology one or something. But there is no doubt that this is a Christmas mug, and that is what I like. So, but it's got some black marks on it, but I'm hoping those will just wash off. Can it go in the dishwasher? Yes, it can. So I'll stick it in the dishwasher. Hopefully those will come off. And that, apart from the bread, which I won't bore you with, is everything that I bought from Home Bargains today. I do need to do like some come shop with me's. So last year, I think it was the first week in December, I posted a week of videos. I did come shop with me for Christmas decorations to the Range, to Home Bargains, to B&M, to Dunelm and Next and the supermarkets, and I did one each day. And they were super popular and I loved it. It was great doing it, but I did that first week in December, and I think if I leave it till then this year, it'll be way too late. And there'll be nothing left, because I know that quite often in August, September, you get like lots of the gift sets and things, and I get that, but I'm sure this is way earlier for Christmas decorations. Like the B&M and the Range have had their Christmas decorations in since the end of August. So I feel if I wait until the end of October or beginning of November to film, there'll be nothing left. So I'm thinking maybe I film in the next couple of weeks and then post them at the beginning of November maybe, or maybe I'll post them like half-term week because I'm off that week, so that might be a good week to post. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know down below. Or do you even want to see that? And a lot of people like it, and certainly it was popular last year. I think I did say maybe I would do some more luxury shops, but I ain't shopping in luxury shops at the moment, so I probably won't. And just do the similar ones to what I did last year. But if there's any particular shops that you want to see that I haven't mentioned, then let me know, and I will see if I can film their Christmas decorations. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this haul. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention.